Hello, everyone. We have a kind of a small group today, so I'm not going to ask y'all normally. I would say, can y'all move down or get closer together? But how about you just stay right where you are because that's probably where you feel comfortable, right? Right. So hopefully we'll have a few more people coming in. There have been, I think, quite a few things going on today. The big thing in the news is the eclipse. Have y'all heard about that? Who has not heard about that? And I think a lot of the public schools are releasing early, and perhaps some students had to go home to take care of the kids or pick them up or whatever was involved with that. We were hoping for a larger crowd, but there were just some things that, are taking place that's beyond our control. But I am so happy that you came, and that means your chances of winning this Galaxy Tab have just increased. Woohoo, right? Right. Right. So the purpose of this Lunch and Learn today is to familiarize you with all of our clubs and student organizations we have available on campus. We encourage students to become active because we feel that it will enhance your educational experience here at Southeastern Tech and offer you some opportunities that you may not have otherwise. Opportunities to meet other students, to get to know your program advisors maybe a little bit better, opportunities to go off campus, field trips, conferences, meet with students at other college campuses, and maybe even across the state, maybe depending on the club you choose, maybe even across the nation. And these are great experiences that you would not have otherwise. I think it is a very good choice to check into our clubs and organizations and tap into these opportunities. I believe you'll be very happy that you did. I believe you'll have some experiences that you can take with you once you leave Southeastern Tech that you may not have otherwise had, and some great skills and benefits that you'll receive by becoming involved in student activities here at Southeastern Tech. So welcome and thank you once again for joining us for this Lunch and Learn. What we're going to do is we're going to have the advisors from each of our clubs to come up and just present to you some information. If not the advisor, we're going to have some of the club members to come and talk about their experience of being in the organization. So I see we have, I don't know if we have any, do we have the nursing club here? We don't have that club, so we're going to jump down. I think the next club is Automotive. Are y'all ready? Was your advisor going to speak, or you were going to speak for that club? All right. So we're going to have one of the Automotive Club members to come up, introduce himself, and tell you a little bit about the Automotive Club. Let's make it exciting. Let's give him a hand as he come up. Yes.
First public speech. My name is Mitchell Bark, and I am the Automotive Program President. And I'm going to take just a few minutes and tell you about the Automotive Club as well as clubs in general. Being a member allows you to venture into new and exciting things. You'll have the opportunities to meet new people and develop friendships, travel, learn new things about yourself, and possibly even open doors to a greater career that may have otherwise been closed. The Automotive Club is generally centered around, automotive stuff, but the fun stuff. We go to professional racing events, festivals, career fairs, community activities, or anywhere we can showcase our school, club, and especially its members. In closing, I challenge each of you to join one of our many great clubs and see what they can do for you. And these are some of our club members. And if you want to join the club, just talk to them, come see me, come see our advisor, and that's it.
Hang on a minute, guys. Hang on before you all leave. Hang on. So you read that, and I know that sounds really formal and everything, and y'all are going to have a table out front, right? You're going to be out in the atrium so students can come by and ask you questions?
Yes, sir.
So what have y'all done that has been real, that you've enjoyed?
Taking field trips to the NHRA drag races and going to the Kia plant and watching them build cars with these machines that they have, and they actually donated a car to us that we get to work on. It's a Kia Optima, fully loaded, and it's nice.
So do you have to be in the automotive program to be in the club?
You do not have to be in the automotive program to be in the club. You can just come over there and talk to us and join the club.
So if I wanted to do some drag racing, can I join the club and I can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's open for girls too. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Girls
Yeah.
and guys can be in this club. Okay. All right. Well, I want to do some drag racing, so y'all might see me.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So next on our agenda is we're gonna have me. She's looking at me really hard. We're going to skip down a little bit. We're going to jump to the Skills USA with Miss Tina Jernigan, and she's going to give you a little bit about that. I think you may have a video. Okay, so we'll get that loaded, and if you'll just come on up.
Good afternoon. My name's Tina Jernigan. I'm the lead advisor for Skills USA on the Vidalia Campus. This organization is probably one of the biggest on campus. We have probably over 335,000 students nationwide. You can be a student professional that joins. Basically, Skills USA is involved in career and technical education. We lay a foundation for preparing students for the workplace. And I'm going to have a clip with Mike Rowe. Who in here knows Mike Rowe? He is a huge supporter of Skills USA, and he's always at the Capitol promoting career and technical education, fighting for CTE funds, and getting our organization. And he'll explain a little bit about it. It's about a 3-minute clip. But locally, we have a chapter on this campus in Swainsboro. It's $10 to join. The skills year runs from September to June. So if you were to join, you're basically a member almost for a whole year. We also compete statewide and nationally. You do not have to compete to join Skills USA. You just basically need to be in good standing with the college and be a registered student at Southeastern Tech. You do not have to be a full-time student. You can be a part-time student. But long as, like I said, if you're in good standing and you're attending classes, unfortunately, Move On When Ready students can't compete with Skills. They have to be involved in their own chapter because that's more of a high school level. So if you've ever heard of VICA before, has anybody heard of VICA before? Okay, that was the old name for Skills USA, and several years ago it changed. But again, our focus is to provide workforce development for students. Obviously, that's why you're at a technical college, to get trained. And like I said, we compete statewide and nationally. And you do not, again, you don't have to join. When you join, you don't have to compete. You can participate. But if you do choose to compete, your lead advisor in whatever area you're in will help you prepare for state competition. For example, we do things like Quiz Bowl. In my area, we do like promotional bulletin board, job interview. The automotive has sent some students before. Cosmetology, nail care, aesthetics. Cosmetology department always sends students. So Skills organization is a big organization and a great opportunity for students to join and network and meet other students from other technical colleges. So like I said, just watch this clip from Mike Rowe and you'll kind of get an idea about his passion for Skills USA.
Well, everybody talks about high unemployment. High unemployment's obviously a big problem, but it seems to me that the real problem is the skills gap, because the skills gap shows us that there are opportunities available, millions of them, in fact, and the problem seems to be that those opportunities don't get celebrated the same way the opportunities that come with a 4-year degree get celebrated. This has been going on for decades, I think. There's a lot of bad advice out there, and kids hear the same steady message over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? A 4-year degree is your best path to happiness, but maybe that's not true. In fact, it seems like the jobs that are available today, the really good jobs that can pay upwards of 6 figures, most of those require some kind of vocational background, right? And while that's a fact, we discourage a vocational background at the same time. So we're kind of disconnected from all of that, in my opinion. And it seems to me if we want to close the skills gap, we have to start valuing something in a different way. We have to start celebrating hard work and smart work at the same time. And we have to start looking at that space between blue collar and white collar as the gap into which all these jobs have fallen. We need to close that gap, and we need to start celebrating the opportunities that are available right now, today, in my humble opinion.
You can get an idea about what Mike's pushing for.
Skills USA has so much value and so much to offer. I could probably talk for an hour about it, but if I only had a minute, which apparently I do, I would just say this. The federal money is all dried up. Vocational classes have evaporated from high schools, and somebody has to pick up the slack. Somebody has to come in and celebrate the opportunities that are available and encourage kids to do a very specific kind of job, to explore a very specific kind of career. Nobody else is doing that today. Skills USA is on the front line. They're encouraging soft skills. They're encouraging specific skills. They're encouraging skill in general in the same way that education in general is always encouraged. Skills USA is adding balance into a system right now and a message that's really been unbalanced for a long time. So that's the role of skills. They're the connective tissue in between the opportunities that exist and the hopes that a lot of parents and kids have for their own future. They're making a real difference every single day, day in and day out. They're actually moving the needle in a way that nobody else is, which is pretty cool. Skills USA champions at work. Clever, huh? Because it means a couple different things. Champions that are working, and then it also means that they're champions of work, and yet it also means that when it comes to work, they are the champions. So there's really a lot going on in a very simple motto. Let's review. Skills USA, champions at work.
And that's it. That's basically our motto and theme every year is Champions at Work. That's why you're here at Southeastern Tech, to get trained for a specific skill, and that's what Skills USA is all about. So you can be in any program to join Skills USA. Again, it's $10 only to join. If you want to join, I'm not going to be here right after, but I left some membership applications out there in my business card. All you got to do is email me. We will have a first recruitment meeting starting next month. There'll be a blast email sent out to all students. Please come to the meeting and think about joining. Like I said, you don't have to compete. And just to reiterate, Southeastern Tech always places good at state and nationals. We've had many first, second, and third place winners statewide. And also at nationals, we've had several winners that have competed in nationals. The next 5 years is at Louisville, Kentucky. And I've been several times, and I've had a student place second at nationals before in customer service. So I'm very proud of what we represent. And like I said, we're one of the biggest organizations on campus. So think about joining us, and we'd love to have you. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you very much.
All right, champions at work. Ms. Jernigan, I have a quick question for you. I heard you mention a $10 membership fee. And for some, that's not much, but for some students who have really tight budgets, sometimes it's a hurdle trying to come up with that $10. Can they join and do fundraisers, or how do y'all handle that? right, thank you. So I'm going to go back to the top of the list. Do we have any ASN here? Were you going to talk on your club? No. You were not? You weren't prepared to do that? Are you in the ASN club? Are you in the ASN club? No? Okay. Do we have anyone here from cosmetology? Okay. NTHS? No NTHS. I know we have PBL. Okay, so we have someone here who is going to speak on PBL. And I think he'll also speak on PBL and Phi Theta Kappa. So PBL and PTK.
First of all, let me just say thank you for being here at Lunch and Learn today. Mr. Holton had some emergency and could not be here. So I am the president of PBL. And what is PBL, you might be asking? PBL is the Professional Business Leaders of America. Anybody ever heard of FBLA at high school? Okay, well, this is kind of like the same club, but it's the collegiate for technical college. PBL, better known as Pi Beta Lambda, has been dedicated to inspiring and developing the next generation of leaders by preparing members for careers in business and business-related fields. Our conferences offer many activities that build personal and professional skills, including unique career development programs, business tours, workshops, and so much more. Do you want to build a portfolio of documented accomplishments before you enter the job marketplace? Activities in PBL can complement your academic experience and give you an edge in your future career. During a job interview, you can point out to the leadership skills that you learn from the largest collegiate business student organization in the world, the academic competitions that you enter, and can also help you to be the very best in the nation and to compete against students from all over the world. And how, with this career readiness and professional development, you can go to a job and say, I'm ready to succeed in whatever I do. If you are interested in developing your leadership skills, your communication skills, and your professional skills, then PBL is the right choice for you. Stop by our table and meet some of our members and find out more today. We are also, Mr. Holton is over the National Honor Society. You have to have a certain GPA to be involved in that. If you're interested in that, the table's out there as well. And a new club that Helen mentioned earlier that's starting this year is the first time we've had it. But anything that you need to know, all you got to do is come by the table and talk to us, and we'll be glad to share it to you. And on a personal note, a lot of people say that they don't have time for extra activities because I'm busy in school. That's not true. I am involved in 3 clubs on campus, and it is the best thing I have ever done since I've been coming to this school. I have been to competitions. It's pushed me to be a stronger leader, a more effective speaker. It's really good, guys, for you to get involved. You will find the time to do it. You get to do some traveling, you get to do some competition. So again, don't feel like you don't have time for a club, because you do. So come by and see us today, okay? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Michael is one of our students who's involved in several of our student organizations on campus, and I may ask him a few questions along with some of these others. They're involved with some other organizations as well. So I mentioned the nursing club, the cosmetology club. There's Rad Tech. Do we have anyone here from the Rad Tech club? So what I'm going to say about those organizations very briefly is you don't have to be in those program areas to be active in those clubs, but each one of those are going to do activities that enhance that particular career profession. So if you just have an interest in cosmetology or an interest in nursing or radiology, and you want more information on that, or you just want to be involved with that in some form or fashion, then those may also be clubs you're interested in. You can talk with those program advisors, and they can give you more specific information about what they do, what type of activities they have, and how it will benefit you to become involved in those organizations. Our last club that we're going to talk about is our Student Government Association. So you've probably already seen the Student Government Association members in action. If you came to New Student Orientation, those were the people who were perhaps passing out the pizza or passing out the biscuits earlier in the morning. They may have been those students who were assisting you in the financial aid line or assisting you in the bookstore. If you've attended one of our graduations, or maybe you have already graduated from a program and you're coming back, those were the students who were serving as ushers for the graduation ceremony. So student government members are involved in pretty much every aspect of Southeastern Tech in helping us complete our programs and get things over to the students. We plan student activity days. If you've been here and you've come to a student activity day, those are the students who are helping to plan the activities for all of the students on campus. And as I mentioned before, we help with other activities, graduation, new student orientation, or just any area that we need student involvement. We also attend conferences, and we also have competitions for our students to participate in. So to become involved in student government, you have to be referred by your program advisor. We want representation from every program area on campus, and that's how we build our Student Government Association. But to get that representation from every program area, we will contact the program advisor and have them to refer students to us. So if you're interested in becoming involved in student government, then you want to make your program advisor aware that you are interested in becoming involved, and they will send me an email, and then we'll contact you, informing you of our meeting and when to come and gather more information. Now, I know what I'm saying sounds kind of dry, but we do have some students here who've been involved. It is a very fun organization, and if you can come up, I know Nelissa is pretty new, so she can talk about what she's been involved in so far. She just got involved, and we have already put her to work. And then we have Michael, and we have this gentleman here, and if they can come up and briefly just talk about student government and their experience and how they have benefited in being involved in that organization.
Yes, I am Mitchell Barwick, and the student government has helped me out a lot, because without the student government, I would have not been up here giving the speech about the Automotive Club. It's helped me open up and communicate with others pretty good. So,
my name is Nelisa. Like she was saying, I just joined. I had the opportunity to be on the panel for the orientation. That was a new thing for me. I'm not the one to get on stage in front of a group of people. So it's helping me get more confident in front of others, and it's giving me an opportunity to help other students know that, people are here to help you.
Like they've already said, this has really brought me out of my shell. When I first came to school a little while back, I'm about to graduate before too long, but I didn't really do anything, and actually had a student government person that was president at the time push me and invite me to go to a meeting, and I've been active ever since. And I would like to iterate that we won Chapter of the Year last year at Winter Conference for our school, and the year before we placed second place. So these things are things that will push you to do things that you may not be comfortable doing, but it will change who you are and make you a better person. We also do community service, one that we do every year that really it's impressed me, and I enjoy doing it. And we go and do Special Olympics, and the way that the kids react to you and the things that they say to you. And it's just really, really good. You know, we do community service, but we also do community service here at our school, meaning, like Helen said before, we do all the work for all the activities for you guys, but we cannot do those things without your participation and without your suggestions. So come be a part of it. Like she said, if you're interested, come ask us at the table some questions. We're glad to answer them, but make sure you let your advisor know that you're interested, and they will send you. I've already had 2 this morning. Hooray, hooray. But I'd like to see some more of you. It's really great to be involved in SGA.
Thank you. Don't go anywhere because I'm going to need y'all help doing this right here. So we have 3 advisors who work with student government, and that would be myself. I'm Helen Thomas. We have Krista Rushing, and we have Mr. Lance Helms. We 3 also consider ourselves the Student Activities Office, and we assist all of the other student organizations and advisors with the guidelines for their clubs and staying in compliance with Southeastern Tech's regulations for all clubs on campus. So we do quite a bit around here. If you can't remember any of the names we've mentioned, or later you decide that you want to become active, if you don't do it today, I hope you all will decide today. But you can always come by my office or Miss Krista Rushing or Mr. Lance Helms, because we're always around on campus somewhere, and we can direct you to the club that you're interested in and get you the information that you need. So we are going to give out this nice little Samsung Galaxy. I think it's that time. I think that's what you all have been waiting for, right? Yeah, y'all have been so patient. So we're going to shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. All right, so I'm going to pull it out because these students can also be involved. So I'm going to grab one. I'm not going to look. I'm just going to pick one here. Let's see. Ooh, this is an orange one. So this is someone, I think, who may have gotten this at maybe New Student Orientation. And so this Samsung Galaxy goes to Harley Stanfield. Woo-hoo. Harley, congratulations, Harley. Okay. So Harley, I want you to hang on for a minute. I think we're going to get a picture. She needs to go out. Okay. So you will go out front. We'll get a picture, and then we have a form we need you to sign. Okay. So just hang on. So everyone, once again, thank you for coming. I hope all of you will sign up for one of our clubs, or maybe 2 if you have the time and can fit it in your schedule. I hope you will sign up today and become active, and we'll see you around campus. We have lunch provided for you. There's some pizza out front, so eat up, and thank you again.